Tony.
There's a break in there. Come on, break.
What's your 20, buddy?
Everton, what's yours?
Forward. What's Center City, Philadelphia, Roger?
Roger. What's the old handle?
$1, Comstock Kid, Roger.
Oh, 10-4, Comstock Kid. This is Tiny out here in Havertown. 10-4.
10-4 there, Tony. 10-4. Yes, I have the copy up there.
Oh, not too bad. Coming up here about a 10.
Alright, on the bench, I just finished up this Uniden Pro A10E. You have the mobile version of this, which would be the PC122. XL is different. There's a couple of realistics as well. But yeah, I'm a fan of these. In fact, my my monitor radio is a Uniden Pro A10E, for now anyway. I have plans on changing that up into something else. But one of my favorite radios to work on, but this one, for some reason, just gave me grief for a couple of days. When I got it, wouldn't even turn on. I had a bad, I shouldn't say a bad volume on and off switch, but it was just dirty, would not even cycle on. So after cleaning that, I realized that the radio did not transmit and did not receive. And this is, I shouldn't say it's typical, but you have these 10-volt caps that after, you know, so many years, 40 plus years, finally go bad. And on top of that, I had a bad IC3, which is the balance modulator in these radios. So yeah, here's the caps. I'm just waiting for the clarifier's unlocked. I'm just waiting for this thing to warm up to give it one final alignment. But yeah, here you have all these 10-volt caps that just go bad. And when I measured a couple of them, they were literally half the capacitance they're supposed to be. So I'll actually put this on I can put this on one of the checkers, and you guys can actually see how bad these caps get. But here's the rest of the caps that were in this, in this radio, or were in this radio. But let me pull out my my little 815 BK meter, and we can check out the capacitance on these, and you can see how bad these go out. But yeah, actually what was happening was I was getting all sorts of strange voltage readings across some of these ICs, and I think in fact this IC3 here, this is a Panasonic AN612, a pretty common IC. Usually used, well, I think it's only used as a balance modulator. And I think the capacitors around this particular IC is what actually blew that IC. But yeah, I was getting all weird voltages throughout the whole radio, intermittent, you know, nothing was ever the same. I'd come back, check the same IC, different voltages, come to find out that, you know, all these caps were the issue. So I strongly suggest that if anybody has a radio, it's not just in this specific radio too, but a lot of the Uniden radios that have this style of cap, especially the 10-volt, the 10-volt variety, you should just save yourself the headache. And if you are kind of tinkering with your own radios, at least start off by changing out these 10-volt caps. I know they're quite a nuisance in a lot of different radios. The Lincolns, for example, the original Lincolns. Yeah, just several of the Uniden boards. But yeah, let me go get this. I want to talk about a couple of different things actually. But first, let's check out the capacitance on these caps, because sometimes you hear people say that, oh, you know, you don't need to change caps. You know, the age doesn't really make a difference. I don't know where they get their information from, but my experience tells me otherwise, that, you know, these caps should be changed. But anyway, let me get them on the meter, and we can give these things a quick measurement. Of course, it's just measuring capacitance. It's not measuring anything else, no ESR, nothing like that. So, but we can still get an idea of the condition on these caps. Alright, let's get this moved over. we're not going to measure all these, so don't get scared. But what's this one here? This is a 100 microfarad, 10 volt. All right, let's go over to. I mean, it's not even close. 58. It's supposed to be 100. Well, that's just one. Yeah, 100. What's this one here? A 4710. 47 microfarad. 10 volt. I mean, kind of close, but what's this one here? A 4710, 47 microfarad, 10 volt. These are all 10 volts. The ones that are bad, anyway. Literally half. What's this one? Another 47. I'll do one more. What's this one? A 2210. That one's actually measuring good. Anyway, caps need to be changed. Alright, so why don't we do transmit first? I have this thing, this radio is tuned really nice. It sounds great on AM, sounds great on both sidebands. But let's check out AM. So we got mic gains all the way up. We're on AM. And got the signal service master. Try to get everything in the view here so you can see. Actually, why don't we check out the carrier? So 4 watt. Okay. Audio. Alright, let's. That's perfect. Doesn't get better than that. Quite honestly. It's nice clean audio when the radio's untouched. Yeah. Alright, sideband power. Audio. Right around 20. PEP. So yeah, it's just a great modulating radio. Let's go put this on AM. Let's try to hear this on the monitor radio here. Test 1. Check 1, check 2. Sorry, it's a little low, but check 1, check 2, check. We'll do sideband. I think something's up with the receive on AM on this radio, so I got to take it back down, and find out what's wrong with the AM receive. But this is lower sideband. Check 1, check 2, check 1, check 2, check. This is great audio coming out of this Uniden Pro A10E. Alright. Perfect. Let's see what she's doing for sensitivity. And I think that's it for this radio. I will be featuring this radio in another video I'm doing, kind of explaining. The video is going to explain basically why I still use the service master and you know, different microphones and what to see on the actual oscilloscope when we're looking for 100% modulation and whatnot. So that should be coming up in the next couple of days. I just thought that this radio was just perfect, a perfect guinea pig for the video that I wanted to make. So yeah, stay tuned for that one featuring this Uniden Pro A10E. All right, let me get her on the signal generator and see how she's doing for sensitivity. All right, so there's an S9. It's minus 70. Minus 70 is about an S9. Okay. So channel 19 is, for those who don't know, that's 27.185. That's the frequency of channel 19. That's AM. All right, let's see what we got for sensitivity. All right, that's on. Minus 80. It's minus 90. It's minus 100. Minus 110. Minus 110, minus 111, 112. Sorry about the noise. Minus 112 dBm. So sometimes I get emails why I don't show sideband. It's a little bit difficult with the SIN adder because it's looking for a 1 kilohertz tone, and it's tough sometimes to achieve that because that's what the SIN adder uses to judge its to give you a sensitivity reading. But I'm going to try to set up the signal generator to give this radio a perfect 1000 hertz tone on sideband. So I'll give that a shot. It might even max out my my signal generator because obviously on sideband you have way more sensitivity. But let me give it a shot. I'm sure people are going to whine and complain about the way I'm doing this, but whatever. It is what it is. I think it'll at least give us a good ballpark on what it's doing for sensitivity on sideband. Let me get that signal generator set up. Right, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to adjust the frequency here to kind of be on 19 lower sideband, which would be 27.184, and I'm going to tune the frequency until I can kind of get the needle all the way over to the left, and that should be the farthest I can get it to the left is the closest it's going to be to a 1 kilohertz or 1000 hertz tone. So let me do it that way, and then we can kind of see. All right. I should put this back. 70. Alright, it's probably... Alright, that's peaked over to the left. So... let's give that a shot. Alright, we're at minus 70. It's minus 80. Minus 90. Minus 100. Minus 110. Minus 120. I think that's pretty accurate. So minus 120, 21, 22, 23, almost 24, minus 124. Yeah, minus 124 on lower sideband. That's really sensitive. At least with my equipment here, that's pretty damn good. So yeah, I love these radios. Yeah, I guess that's about it. We'll do some channel surfing, maybe see if we can get a radio check. Well, guys, I've been jumping around for a few minutes here, and I don't want to keep making this video so long, but there's not really not much skip going on. But I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully the sideband sensitivity was accurate enough for all you experts out there. And yeah, that's about it. So all right, Steve, you got your I got your Uniden Pro 810E working top notch. Thank you. Thanks for watching.